Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 6 and in this video, we choose movie Enola Holmes 2 for our group presentation. So this is our group member. We have Syed bin Faisal, Adam Danish, SHAZA SHAHMI, Muhammad Shafiq, Rishad, AKMAL HAFIZ and Muhammad EIZLAN ZAHARIN. Let's look the summary for this movie. The story begins when Enola accepts a case from a factory worker named Bessie Chapman who seeks help in finding her missing sister Sarah. And then Enola ventured into the slum of London, encountering issues like the match factory, a deadly epidemic, and the mysterious labour organizer William. As Enola delved deeper into the investigation, she found May, a co-worker Sarah, was stabbed in abdomen. The investigation became challenging as Enola's effort proved futile after she is put in jail. And then the truth behind everything is finally revealed as she found out that the factory workers were dying from white phosphorus. Sarah and Enola get the workers to go on strike.
Let's look into the next part, which is discussion on the movie and its relationship to organizational behavior. The first one is diversity in gender. Even up until now, gender discrimination in the workplace is still strong, especially toward women. So, in this movie, the scene of gender discrimination we can see from Enola Holmes, where she's underestimated by society for being a detective woman in the Victorian era. They say a woman cannot be a detective, while they more prefer a man being a detective, like her brother, which is Sherlock Holmes. Okay, another scene is Mira Troy, a colour woman who has been sharp intellect and keen observation skill, but still being unrecognized by his boss, which is Lord McIntyre or Treasury Minister. Next point, which is how power can affect people. Power can be used either negatively or positively, thus affecting others. Such as in this movie, when the power being used negatively by the foreman, Bill Crouch, where he mistreat the worker in the matchstick factory harshly. He give low wages to the worker and he even give unrealistic fines to them who make a silly mistake. Due to this situation, it leads to the next point, which is when the power is being used positively, where the workers are united together for a massive strike due to continued discrimination in the workplace. They march together and make a massive strike against the discrimination that happened toward them.
For politics, power and reality in politics. Political power is the ability to influence the decision of a government or state. It can be used to shape law, policies and resource allocation. Political power can be exercised through various means including formal powers given to individuals or institutions by the constitution or other laws. According to the movie Enola Holmes 2, we can see that power politics was an important element at that time. This can be seen when Sarah Chapman and Williams, who wanted to uncover white phosphorus, chose to ask for Lord Tewkesbury's help to uncover the evil action of the match factory organization that continued to be the cause of death due to typhus. That is the positive side of political power, but for the cons of political power, Grails kills May, who want to reveal about the white phosphorus agenda and accuse Enola of covering up his crimes. Grail used his power to punish people, twisting the evidence by placing Enola fingerprints on the knife used to kill May. For discrimination in the workplace, discrimination in the workplace is the unfair treatment of an employee or applicant based on their protected characteristic. This characteristic can include race, color, religion, sex, including pregnancy, gender identity, sexual orientation, also national origin, disability, age or genetic information. In the movie Enola Holmes 2, we can see where there is discrimination against women workers in the match factory. They are treated like forced labor and slave. They are given wages that do not match their work, and if there is a fault in their work, they will be scolded and their wages will be cut. Furthermore, workers at the match factory, they died one by one due to the typhus. Even the superior knew that the typhus epidemic was caused by the white phosphorus from the match factory.
So the next one is non-verbal communication, which is the transfer of information through body language, facial expression, gestures, and so on. One of the unique ways to convey message in the movie Enola Holmes 2 is the hand fan language, but its use has its advantage and disadvantage itself. The advantage is people can convey message secretly without having to speak directly. For example, in the movie, Lord Yusrani uniquely expressed his feelings to Enola without having to use sweet words. On the other side, the disadvantage is there can be misinterpretation and misunderstandings in the delivery of message. For example, a guest in the movie mistook a message from Enola, who accidentally adjusts her fan angle to cover her face. And the last one is emotion. Emotional control is important in completing a task successfully. There are several theories of organizational behavior that explain this. The first one is emotional labor. For instance, Enola successfully managed her emotions to achieve her goals and comply with the requirement of her role as a detective. And the second one is emotional intelligence. Enola's ability to manage and understand the emotion of others helps her in completing her investigations. I think that's all. Let's proceed to the next discussion.
Let's discuss on favorite characters. We have three favorite characters in this movie, which are Enola Holmes, Lord Terkesbury, and Sarah Chapman. The first one is Enola Holmes. The reason why I chose her as favorite character because she is resourceful and justice and empathy. She is resourceful because she always managed to find a solution by relying on her intelligence. For example, when she finds herself trapped in the factory, she creates a smoke bomb as an escape plan. Next, justice and empathy. It is because when she discovered that the factory owner is exploiting his workers, she takes it upon herself to expose him and help the workers get the justice they deserve.
The second favorite character in this movie is Lord Tesbury, portrayed by Miss Beatrice. Lord Tesbury brings some good traits for the viewer, which are kind and helpful. He showed his kindness where he willing to teach Enola how to dance in washroom. It is due to Enola's demand for her further investigation, which is she needs the teaching for the opportunity to come closer to the sweet William, the assumption suspect on missing Sarah. Furthermore, Tesbury also gives the dance card to Enola, as the dance card can be used for filling name on the turn to dance with her partner desired. Then, Tesbury also being helpful to the homes by accompanying Enola to the factory where she working to get the further evidence. This is due to the answer of Enola's question on missing Sarah, which is Cicely at the 12 Marchmont Square, that shows the evidence she gets before bringing Enola to the factory. Moreover, the small piece of song lyric in William Grip, which is Truth of the God, bring Todd on Tesbury to the God Row on the Paragon Theatre that bring Holmes and him to the final clue on the investigation. The third character we can admire is Sarah Chapman, aka Cicely, portrayed by Hannah Dodd. Seems like Tesbury, she's also shown many good traits can be followed, which are thoughtful and brave. This is because everything she did was a form of consideration for the event that happened at her workplace, which is Lion Match Factory, where many women died from exposure to white phosphorus. From the stealing of document of victim list at the factory office until her action on standing in front of her supervisor to strike, it shows how hard and thoughtful Sarah felt on the death of her colleague just because of greed in profit of the factory's owner. She also brave in unravel the secret about the death of women in the factory she worked and the typhus epidemic. We can see that Sarah willing to disguise herself as Cicely to come closer to Tisbury, a lord in the House of Lords, to get help in amending new bills on labor, even though the conversation with the Lord at the dance party that hosted by family of the Lion Match Factory in the presence of Lord empire could cause the suspicion and danger.
Alright, let's move to the next part, which is lessons of the movie for the Enola Holmes 2. Alright, we move to the lesson number 1, which is smashing gender inequality. Let's rewind to the Victorian England, where women were expected to be proper ladies, not daring detectives. But Enola Holmes, she throws that rule book out the window. We see her constantly underestimate simply because she's a woman. Yet she used her sharp mind, quick wit, and unwavering determination to crack the case, proving that skill has no gender. This isn't just a historical lesson, it's a reminder that even today, gender inequality persists. We still need to challenge biases and fight for the equal opportunities for everyone, regardless of their gender. So, the next time someone tells you girls can and others, remember Enola Holmes and smash those expectations to pieces. So, we move to the lesson number 2, standing up for worker rights, which is exploitation. Let's delve into the dark underbelly of Victorian industry, the Leon Match Factory. Here workers toil in the dangerous condition, exposed to harmful chemicals like phosphorus and facing unfair treatment. It's a harsh reminder that the fight for worker rights is far from over. But amidst the darkness, there's a spark of hope. Sarah Chapman, a courageous worker, takes a stand against the injustices. Her act of rebellion ignites a powerful strike, showing us the collective action can be a force for change. Remember, even the smallest act of defiance can inspire others and pave the way for fairer workplaces for all. Alright, we move to the lesson number 3, which is embracing your individuality. Enola Holmes isn't just a detective, she's an inspiration. In a world that often tries to mold us into predefined shapes, Enola Holmes, she carves her own paths. She embraces her individuality, her quirks, and her passion, even when they don't fit the societal mold. This is a message for all of us. Don't be afraid to be different. Embrace your unique talents, your passions, and your voice. The world needs your individuality, your perspective, your contribution. So be bold, be you, and shine your light on the world. And the last one for the lessons, which is the power of collective action. Enola Holmes 2 isn't just about one person making a difference, it's about the power of unity. When individuals come together for a common cause, their voices become a chorus that can be ignored. Sarah Chapman's act of rebellion wouldn't have been as impactful without the support of her fellow workers. This lesson applies to all aspects of life, whether it's fighting for social justice, protecting the environment, or simply supporting a friend in need. Remember that together, we are stronger. So, find your tribe, raise your voices, and make difference in the world one united step at a time. That's all from me. We move to the next part.
Welcome to our discussions on Enola Holmes 2, a film that transcends the boundaries of a typical detective story. This captivating narrative not only entertains but also stimulates thought on real-life concerns. It shines a light on social justice and gender discriminations, drawing parallels between Victorian England and today's professional sphere. Enola's relentless pursuits of justice in a male-dominated society underscores the ongoing fight against gender bias. The film also delved into power dynamics within organizations, exemplified by the mistreatment of employees at the Lion Matchstick Factory. The narrative further explores politics, corruptions, and the blurred lines between good and evil, prompting viewers to question traditional notions of morality. It highlights the complexities of nonverbal communications and the role of emotions in shaping attitudes and behaviors. Enola Holmes 2 present a comprehensive view of workplace behavior, leaving viewers with lasting insight into human relationships, the continuing struggle for equality, and the power of collective actions. So, sit back, enjoy the films and prepare to be entertained and enlightened. Next, welcome to our recommendations. So after watching and understanding about the Enola Holmes 2, here is the few recommendations to improve viewers' experience and how they will understand the meaning behind this movie. The first point of the recommendation is we can investigate how Enola solved each case. So in this film, Enola Holmes that goes beyond the realm of detective investigations, we encourage viewers to immerse themselves in Enola's world, observing her methods, reasoning with her, and learning from her. This isn't just about solving mysteries, it's about enhancing your cognitive skills and applying this way of thinking to real-world situations. The second recommendation is to incorporating explicit sexual content into subsequent installments. Enola Holmes 2 serves as an instructive film that benefits audience of all ages. Its compelling storyline, well-developed characters, and examination of diverse themes make it an exceptional resource for scholarly inquiry. However, we recommend that future installments refrain from including explicit sexual content to maintain its appeal to younger viewers and thus who prioritize family-oriented material. The third recommendation is to diversify the story plot beyond the Match Factory. Looking at the series as a whole, while Enola Holmes and Enola Holmes 2 share similar themes, we suggest diversifying the plot in future installments. Perhaps Enola could explore new places, meet new peoples, and solve new puzzles related to different Victorian industries or social issues. This would not only keep the series fresh and interesting but also provide an educational perspective on the period. And at the end, after all of the recommendations, to wrap all things up, Enola Holmes 2 is more than just a movie. It's a journey into the world of detective works, a study of social issues, and a source of inspirations for viewers to be resourceful, independent, and strong. So join us in this adventure and let's learn and grow together with Enola Holmes.